What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we have my first update video on MPC's Ridge Runner, which is a Pinto modified. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm doing to it, and then yeah. So majority of the chassis I got done. I did put on the bumpers, I did put on the diff and stuff because I do want to make this all one color. So we need to get the majority of the chassis put together. So I did dent the bumpers and stuff because these cars are always hitting each other, and back bumper as well. Just dented it, just heat it with a lighter and stuff, and we got some burnt marks, but not too big a deal. So we get paint over it, so you're gonna see it anyway. But we did dent it, the bumpers and stuff, but the chassis is not dented because they're not hitting each other like dead on where they're damaging the chassis. Just the bumpers are hitting a little bit, and then the Nerf bars I'll dent once they're onto the body. So, but that should be pretty cool. So if you saw my unbox Monday, as you saw, I was actually missing an engine half, and it's right here, and it is actually missing. I thought it was in a box. It was nowhere to be found. So they actually messed up and threw that tree and is actually missing an engine, which is pretty funny. I never had that happen, but I'm not complaining. It's not a big deal. That's why I got a 3D printer for a reason. So I went ahead and printed up a small block Ford engine. I think it's a 302 small block Ford engine. Pretty cool, very nice detail. I got the Power by Ford valve covers on there, so pretty cool. And then I got a choice a couple of different transmissions, and I chose this transmission because it looks more like a racing transmission, nice and round, nice pan on the bottom for the oil. I think that's where the transmission oil goes, but could be wrong, but fits perfect. There's no modifications to mount this engine. I mean, it fits perfect right into the engine mount, to the transmission mount, and then the drive shaft is a perfect length. I don't have to do any adjustments to mount this engine in, so I'm super thankful about that. And then we got the other parts right here, such as the fan and stuff. This fan's more detailed than the actual kit fan, um, which is right here. Yeah, it looks okay, but it doesn't look too. This looks more proper, so pretty cool. So I'm not complaining. It's missing an engine half because I'm gonna throw in a nicer engine. So I am doing this for my local hobby shop, Small Addictions RC. So this is gonna get a similar a special paint scheme. So for the body, let's go ahead and show you the body real quick. I did dent the body as well. Nothing too major because it has the Nerf bars and stuff, but I didn't want to put some things on it. Like the guy got mad, he's smacking it if he lost a waist or whatever. But the body's not getting too dented up too bad. But we did put some dents on here and there. So the body, we're gonna do plain jet black, nothing too fancy. And then I did print out a few water slide decals, homemade Traxes. I do have Arma, Horizon Hobby, and I got his big one right here. Hobby Sales and servers and stuff. So we got the big one, and this one we're gonna go ahead and put on the trunk and stuff. So I got other decals, but you'll see that once they're onto the body. And then we're just gonna hit it with one coat of clear because they're not fancy. They're race cars, dirt, or paved, small track, oval track, race track. So they're not fancy. They're bumping into each other, and yeah. So, but I am gonna do this as a dirt short oval track racing race car because I do want to dirty up a little bit because that's what Small Addictions does. Small Addictions actually races as the small oval track. They call it Mud Boss. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So we are going to dirty this up a little bit and put some mud on the tires, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. So the chassis, the body's gonna be black, black. The chassis with the bumpers, basically this whole thing is gonna get their other theme color, which is light green or lime green, because as you can see on their logo, the Small Addictions logo is green, and in their whole hobby shop, the walls and stuff is this light green. It looks pretty cool. So that's their signature color, which is the lime or light green. So that's what we're gonna do the chassis. Then I might do the roll cage and pick out the black foam So should be pretty cool. So it's going to have the green accents, and then we'll do the Nerf bars in green as well to stick out from the body. The wheels, I'm not so sure what color I'm going to do the wheels. I might do them like aluminum color. I don't really think I'm going to do them black because I don't want them too. It's going to probably disappear too much. So I might do them like aluminum color. Who knows? But we'll see about that. And another thing is I'm not going to do the kit decals. I did pick up some Gopher Racing decals, the old-fashioned race car numbers, which is the older NASCAR race car numbers. So we're going to go ahead and use these ones in the middle to match the red, the RC logo down there. So they're pretty close to the color. So we're going to go ahead and use the middle row numbers on this. So we'll pick out what number. I might just do like a single number on the car. I don't really want to do a double digit. So we'll pick up one of those decals. Another thing we're going to do aftermarket is an engine filter from Parts by Parks from 3002. So it's a small, but it's a thick one. So pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and use that instead of the kit one. The kit one looks pretty cool, but I figured the aluminum filter would look a little bit nicer, and it should look pretty cool. So, but that's pretty much about it. I mean, very awesome kit. It's going together super well. You can easily knock this out of a park in like a weekend build. If you're in a 40-hour build or a 24-hour build even, this is probably one of those kits to do so, because this is really awesome. Obviously it's taking me longer, but not a big deal. But yeah, very awesome kit. So looking forward to it. We're gonna go ahead and get paint on it probably this weekend or tomorrow even, or today when this video's going out. And yeah, so it should be pretty cool. Probably a good chance next week it'll probably be done, because it's nothing too much. It's not really a complicated kit. You can probably give this to like a beginner, and they can probably knock this out of the park. So pretty cool. And another thing is I will be using the kit seat. I know it doesn't look a little strange. I mentioned it on my Unboxed Monday, but I think it looks more suited because this is a late 70s, early 80s modified car. So I think the seat does look more suited. So I might do the seat black, and then I might do the lime green seat belts to, for their theme color. So we'll see about that. But other than that, that's pretty much about it. Awesome kit. We'll do another update video when the chassis is done and the interior, and then before we patch it up, and then we'll be the final. So, but other than that, guys, that was it for this video. Subscribe if you're new. But until my next video, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.